Welcome back to another election night in America. Election night 2024 between incumbent President Joe Biden and former Vice President Mike Pence. Now, first of all, the president's approval rating. He's very approved for a re-election. 64% approve, 31% disapprove. Now for the former vice president, 39% approve and only 55% approve. Wow, that might hurt him, but anyway. So we have our first poll closings up here at 7 o'clock on the east, so we have some calls to make. First of all, Vermont goes to the President Joe Biden. Now look at our magic wall. We have to get a new one because John King married the other one. So Joe Biden gets Vermont. The former vice president gets his home state of Indiana. Sorry, some technical difficulties on your screen. He also gets the state of Kentucky. Yes, the state of Kentucky goes in his column, but Virginia, a very early call this year, goes to the President Joe Biden. And now, though, we have our too early to call states. South Carolina and Florida are too early to call. South Carolina has a little bit of a lead, or a good amount of a lead for former vice president, and Florida has a good lead, it might not hold up, but for the president. And the too close to call states. Georgia is too close to call. The former vice president has a little bit of a lead. Sorry, you might not be able to see well, but I'll just tell you what's on the screen. And now the former vice president will win the state of South Carolina. I'm sorry, I meant to say South Carolina, not North Carolina when I said that. Now 7:30 p.m. poll closings. North Carolina, Ohio, and West Virginia. Now, with our first call, West Virginia is 4 electoral votes. It is a state that is dropping in population. With the 2020 census, it dropped 1 electoral vote. And now our too early to call states, Florida and Ohio. Florida with a good lead now for the president, and Ohio with a lead for the former vice president. Now the too close to call states, Georgia, a tiny bit of a lead for the president, and in North Carolina, a good lead, not that big, about 3% for the former vice president. Oh, now we have a huge call. Okay. Joe Biden is supposed to win Florida, and yeah, he's supposed to win Florida, which is a state that is gaining in electoral votes. You will notice on the screen it has 31 electoral votes, a 2-point gain from the last census. Now with our 8 p.m. poll closings, we have a huge batch of poll closings, and we have 4 swing states finally reporting, even though one of them has already been called. Florida, from the Panhandle's report, is poll closings because that is in the central time zone, but Florida's already been called. But we have the swing states of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and New Hampshire. Now look at here. New Hampshire is usually one that swings blue. We're not so sure about Pennsylvania and Michigan. They're part of the supposed blue wall of states. But anyway, let's get to some state calls. Maryland goes to the president. Delaware goes to the president. New Jersey goes to the president. Now he's sweeping the whole mid-Atlantic region. Let me just fill those states in on our map. Actually, never mind. Illinois goes to the president. I'm sorry, I'm used to the 2020 election where he was the former vice president, which is pretty ironic. He also will win these. He will also carry Massachusetts 11 electoral votes, Connecticut 7 electoral votes, Rhode Island's 3 electoral votes, a state that has dropped 1 electoral vote in the 2020 census. Maine, 3 of the 4 electoral votes are awarded to Joe Biden. Oklahoma, now we have some Republican states. In the Deep South, Oklahoma goes to the former vice president. Same deal with Mississippi, Alabama, Missouri, and D.C. D.C. goes to the president. Tennessee goes to the former vice president. New Hampshire, very early called this year, goes to the president. And our too early to call states. You might not be able to read on your screen. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina, all of those 5 swing states have a lead for the former vice president. And Maine's 2nd district is a lead for the president. Now that doesn't mean these numbers will hold up. That's just what it's saying right now. Now, we have our 8:30 p.m. poll closings. The state of Arkansas, it's really weird that 8:30 one state closes, but Arkansas is awarded to the former vice president. Now, we'll go to our updated electoral map. See here, this is our updated map. Yeah. And now, in Maine's 2nd district will be awarded now to the former vice president. A weird, strange flip. And Ohio awarded to the former vice president. Fill that in on your map. And that is a state that has dropped in the last census 1 electoral vote. It is now 17, not as big of a prize anymore. And we have too early to call in Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. Too early to call there. And I need to fill in the map. This is not where I shine, by the way. I'm kidding, but because it's my job. All of them have a lead for the former vice president. A little bit of a slimming in North Carolina and Pennsylvania lead, but nothing notable. My guess is that they stay with the former vice president. And too close to call, Michigan, 47.7 for Joe Biden, 50.2% for the former vice president, 15 votes at stake. It did drop 1 electoral vote in the census. Now, at 9 p.m. poll closings, we have the swing states of Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Texas, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. Let's get right on to our calls. Colorado goes to the president. New Mexico goes to the president. New York goes to the president. Wyoming goes to the former vice president, filling it in on your map. North Dakota goes to the former vice president, and South Dakota goes to the former vice president, and Louisiana goes to the former vice president. Kansas goes to the former vice president. Nebraska, 4 out of the 5 districts there. Nebraska's at-large vote, 1st and 3rd congressional or district will go to the former vice president. Now, Nebraska's 2nd district, though, will be awarded to Joe Biden. And now, too early to call states. We have Texas, a whole bunch of them here. Texas is a big lead for the former vice president. Minnesota, a slim lead for the former vice president. And Wisconsin, in between lead for the former vice president. Very similar in Pennsylvania. And in Michigan, a good lead for the president. I'll switch that on your map. Sorry about that. Now, too close to call states. We have Georgia, extremely close race. 49.4 for Joe Biden, the president, and 49.5 for the former vice president. And North Carolina, same deal. A little more of a lead for the former vice president, but it is slimming. Now we have our 10 p.m. poll closings. It's 10 p.m. on the east, 7 in the west. Now let's begin. Nevada, we award 6 electoral votes to the president. Now, we were expecting this state to gain an electoral vote, but it ended up not gaining an electoral vote. But it doesn't matter. It does matter, but not to say that Nevada doesn't matter, but it's fine. Utah, though, is awarded to the former vice president. Now, this is a state that is a huge Mormon population. They usually vote very red, very for the Republican. In 2008, they're even more red than Wyoming. in 2012, I mean. They're even more red than Wyoming, the most conservative state nowadays in the union. But now, next call. Now, 11 p.m. poll closings. We have the usually blue states of California, Oregon, and Washington, and the usually red state of Idaho. Let's begin. California, as expected, awarded to the president. Same deal with Oregon. Oregon, it gained an electoral vote in the last census, will be awarded to the president of the United States. Washington, 12 electoral votes awarded to the president of the United States. Idaho, 4 electoral votes awarded to the former vice president. Now, guys, remember how in 2020 everything was crazy and Donald Trump, he was that's where he got his name, former vice president, of course. Can't believe he even agreed to being a vice president to him, Donald Trump, but he did. And yeah, remember those days where we didn't even know if the democracy would work? Well, luckily those days are gone. Now, we have our 12 a.m. poll closings. This time Alaska is also at 12, why do I keep saying 10? 12 a.m. poll closing in the east. But in Hawaii right now it is 6 p.m. and in Alaska it is 7 p.m. So, now let's call Alaska goes to the former vice president, no big surprise there. And Hawaii goes to the president, no big surprise either. One of the most blue places in the country. Now we have a whole bunch of swing states to call, so stay with us. Stay with us. We made it more dramatic by making them appear like this, in this fashion. Michigan's 15 electoral votes will go to the President of the United States. Sorry, I need to fill in a couple of things on the map just to make it more accurate. Sorry, okay. Michigan is awarded to the President of the United States. Now, that gives Joe Biden or Mike Pence. Who do you think will become the president? Joe Biden will be re-elected president, but still stay on because there are a couple more big state calls. Now, Minnesota's 9 electoral votes will also go to the president. Now, here's the thing. That is a state that has stayed the same in a lot of censuses, stayed at 10, but this time it dropped to 9. Now, Pennsylvania's 19 electoral votes, also a state that lost an electoral vote in the 2020 census, will be awarded to the President of the United States. And same in Texas, 41 electoral votes will be awarded to the former Vice President. Even with the second largest state, which is even bigger in electoral power, he still can't win. Wisconsin will be awarded to the President of the United States. Georgia will put its votes out to the President of the United States, And Arizona gained an electoral vote in the census, and it is going to the President of the United States. Major demographic shifts in 2008 and 2012 with someone like former President Barack Obama, who could really shift things for the left. Arizona was very red then. It couldn't even flip blue. But now with major demographic shifts, it has become more of a swing state, definitely, but more of a real swing state that is attainable by both sides, but more blue nowadays. Now, North Carolina, it is a flip from this is the second flip of the night. Sorry, I accidentally clicked Tennessee. Is the second flip of the night. It's going to the President of the United States. Now, Iowa's 6 electoral votes will be going to the President of the United States. It's a swing state that everyone thought was going very red, but this election defied its expectations. Now, Montana, you'll be very surprised, some of you, by this. It's going to go to the President And this is our final electoral map. That is also a flip. All of those last three were flips, and along with Florida, they are all flips. And that is the end. Now, thank you for watching this video. So you can see I'm in a little bit of a different space on my ping pong table because there wasn't enough room on my other table. And anyway, the final electoral map looks like this. And I'm just saying, by the way, guys, this isn't a real prediction. This is just a fun thing for you. So please don't take any of this fully seriously. This is for your entertainment and your entertainment only. And thanks for watching, and stay up to date with my videos. Remember to like this video, subscribe my YouTube channel. I want to get this video up to 15 likes. Know that's ambitious for me, but 15 likes. I want to get it to 15 likes. I want you to hit that notification bell, share this entertaining video. And also make sure you thumbs up, even if it's past 15. If you like this video, please like it. And even if you don't like it, if I don't have 15 likes, please like it. I'm not trying to force you. It's just gonna help me make more content that helps you cope with COVID and just feel better. And also, please share this video with all of your friends, and I mean all of your friends. I'm kidding. And thanks for watching. Then remember, this is not serious. And that is a little bit disclaimer, and thanks for watching. Goodbye, America. Thank you, America. Democracy is a good system, and those days in 2020 are sadly still here. Goodbye.